Hi there guys, today we're going to be using algebra to multiply numbers. So I was a supplement instructor for intermediate algebra. It's basically algebra 2 in high school. So this is a college intermediate algebra. It's basically algebra 2. So a lot of them that they go to college that are taking intermediate algebra, they think they're bad in math. And I told them, what if you could do algebra in 1 second? And I told them, what's 2 times 2? 4. What's 3 times 1? 3. And then I told them, you did it. You multiplied. You did algebra in 1 second. And now I'm going to show you how. So we know that 2 times 2 is equal to 4, right? And I know that 3 times 1 is equal to 3. Yes? So what if I say let n equals 2, right? So instead of 2, I'm going to replace it with n. So this would be n times n here, and this will equal 4, right? And then n times n is really just n squared, which is equal 4, right? Now, if I do it here, I know this is 1 more than 2, so this is going to be n plus 1, and this is 1 less than 2, so it would be n minus 1, which is equal to 3. I know n plus times n minus 1, the difference of 2 squares is just n squared minus 1, which is equal to 3. So this is going to be, what is n squared? N squared is equal to 4, right? So 4 minus 1, which is equal to 3. There you go. So applying algebra, I can multiply numbers. And so I'm going to do that for another example. Let's just do, let's do 11 times 9. Some of you might know this is 99, right? So I just picked the middle number, which is, what's the middle between 9 and 11, which is 10, right? So I'm going to let n is equal to 10, right? So just the middle number, or you take the average of the two, which is 10. So I'm going to say n squared is equal to 10 times 10 is 100. Well, how can I rewrite 11 times 9 in terms of n? I know that n plus 1 is 11, right? And then I know n minus 1 is equal to 9, right? So I know this is going to be difference of 2 squares, which is n squared minus 1. But what is n squared? I know n squared is 100, so 100 minus 1 is 99. So the answer to this is 99. And I could apply this with larger numbers. So let's do that. Some of you might know this, but let's do another number that's larger than that. So let's do this. So I'm going to erase all this already. All right. Now, let's do another one. So let's do 19 times 21. See, some of you might not be able to know this. This is 399. But let's see how I get 399. So first of all, I got to know the squares, right? So I know 1 square is 1. But if I add a 0 to it, I'm adding 2 zeros to it. So that's 100. So I know, let's do this. Oh. I know that 2 squared is 4, but if I add a 0 to it, I'm going to add 2 zeros, that's 400. I know 3 squared is 9. If I add a 0 to it, there's the second power, I'm going to add 2 zeros. Same thing with 40 squared, 1600. 50 squared is 2500. 60 squared is 3600. 70 squared is 4900. 80 squared is 6400. 90 squared is 8100. 100 squared is 10,000. Right? So basically, just knowing 1 square to 10 square, this is not that hard. And when you add a 0 to it, you're just, since it's the second power, you're just adding 2 zeros to it. So I'm going to do it to this problem. 19 times 21. So what's the middle number? It's just 20, right? So we're going to let n equals the middle number, which is 20. So then n squared is going to be what? 400. So how can I write 19 in terms of n, right? I know 19 is going to be n minus 1, isn't it? How about 21? Isn't it n plus 1? Right? So this is the difference of 2 squared. This is n squared minus 1. Right? So, but what is n squared? Isn't it 400? So 400 minus 1. So you get 399. So this is also 399. See? Pretty cool, right? So let's do another problem. See, you guys get it? Let's try it on your own, see if you can do it. What's 29 times 31? So think about it, pause the video if you need to. So I'm going to let n equals the middle number, which is 30. N squared is equal to 900, right? Right there, you see, 30 squared is 900. So I'm going to say 29 is really n minus 1. 31 is n plus 1, so this is n squared minus 1, and n squared is 900, so 900 minus 1, which is 899. Right? That's it. So this answer, 29 times 31, is 899. That's how you do it. Okay, let's do another one so you guys can do it. So that's 39 times 41. Okay, try it out. Pause the video if you need to. So n is just the middle number, so in this case it's 40. 40 squared is 1600, so n is 40. N squared is 1600. So if I do this, 39 is going to be n minus 1, and 41 is n plus 1, right? So n squared minus 1. So n squared, in this case, it's going to be 1600 minus 1 is 1599, right? So this is 1599. $15.99. Okay, so hopefully you're getting it. So let's do another one. Okay, so let's do another one. It's going to do 51 times 49. So pause the video if you need to. Try it out. So really, n is what? The middle number, which is 50. N squared is going to be 2500, right? Now, same thing. I do it here. It's going to be, what is it? N plus 1 in this case, right? So it's 51, which is n plus 1. And 49 is going to be n minus 1, right? So if I multiply these two, I'm going to get n squared minus 1, which is 2500 minus 1. Equals 2499. And a lot of you are thinking right now, that's easy. You understand it, right? So the only way you know how to you understand it is if you can explain it to somebody. So maybe I wasn't clear on how I did this, but I just want to replace it again. I'm taking the difference of the two. So in this case, the difference is 1. So if you can explain it to somebody, that means you understand it. Because I'm going to change this problem where I'm not subtracting 1. Okay, so let me change this problem. So let's do it. Let's do it. So we're gonna have 18 times 22. So a lot of you thinking, oh, I just subtract 2 from 400. No, that's not the case. Remember, what I mentioned is you have to take the difference of the 2, not just subtracting the numbers. So we have to apply that. Just applying the algebra, it will make sense. So 18 times 18 in terms of n, which is the middle number, right? Or the average of the two. Isn't it just 20? Right? And then n squared would be 400. 18 is going to be n minus 2. And then 22 is going to be n plus 2, right? So n minus 2, n plus 2, this is going to be n squared minus 4. The difference of 2 squared, what is n squared? It's 400 minus 4, which is going to be 396. The answer to this is 396. So some of you are thinking to yourself, it's 398. Nope, it's 396. It's the difference of 2 squares, and we're subtracting the difference. That's it. So let's do another problem, so you guys can do it. So I'm just doing 2. So I'm going to have 32 times 28. So you guys can figure this out. Okay. So we just let n be the what? Pause the video, try it out, see if you can do it. And some of you can't do it in your head, just apply the algebra and you'll be able to do it. So now, so n is just the middle number, which is 30, and squared is going to be 900, right? Now, I'll do the same. 32 is n plus 2, 28 is n minus 2, right? So this is going to be n squared minus 4. In this case, n squared is going to be 900 minus 4, which is going to be 896. That's how you do it. All right, so this is 896. All right, hopefully you understand this. I'm going to give you one more problem. I'm not going to show the work, see if you can get it right. Okay? So let's do this. So see if you can answer this question. Some of you might need to write it down. Some of you could probably do it in 1 second, but just think about it. So it's just going to be n is 50, n squared is 2500. What's then I subtract the difference, which is 4, which is that'll be 2496, right? That's it. That's how you do it. Okay, that's it.